everyone, Cherry here. In this video, I'm going to be responding to the assumptions you all have of me. Are they true or are they false? We're gonna find out here. I asked you all on my Twitter and Instagram to submit me assumptions you had of myself. We have a reasonable amount of assumptions here, so we can finally record a video. First off is, I feel like you like to look at clothes but not buy them most of the time. That is very true. I really like to window shop. And a lot of the times, I'll just take pictures of things that I think look nice, and then I won't buy them. You're at least a little bit extroverted. And that's also pretty true. I consider myself an introvert, but also a little bit of an extrovert, because I love large social gatherings and I love just being surrounded by people because I just think it's interesting. I think most of the time when I appear to be introverted, I'm just shy because I just, don't feel super confident in the moment, so I'm just a bit shy. But sometimes I also just don't feel like talking to people, so I'm just quiet. So it really depends. You think you have a crush on someone because they reply to all your posts and see you at cons. Saucy. I wouldn't really assume someone that has a crush on me would do that stuff, so I'm gonna say this is false. Because I'm absolutely the worst person when it comes to determining if someone has a crush on me, because even if someone will say oh my gosh, I really like you, and then they do all this and that for me, I'm still gonna be thinking they're probably just being nice. They probably just have me as a friend in the back of their mind. It's I feel if someone proposes to me and asks me to marry them, maybe then I'll finally have confidence that they actually really like me. You seem like the type of person who doesn't give up easily. That is a true assumption. I don't give up on a lot of things, which is actually probably a really horrible trait, because even if something is failing, I'm still gonna keep trying at it. I might take a break from it, but if I still believe that I can still see the vision and the light at the end of the tunnel, I'm still gonna go for that thing. And I feel it's very noble to just stop stuff and give up on things, but I don't do that, so I feel I waste a lot of my time on things. This YouTube channel could very well be one of them, but I'm still here at it because I would really like to reach 1 million subscribers one day. I'd like to at least reach 10,000, so please subscribe because I'm pretty close to it. This assumption is, you're supposed to be working on the live-action Samurai Sisters. What are you talking about? You're right. This isn't really I don't know if I was supposed to respond to this or not, but I'm just gonna respond to it. You're right, I do need to start working on the live action of that. Basically, if you don't know what this is talking about, one of my most popular videos is of me reading a comic that I made when I was 12. And it's so weeaboo. It's basically a comic called Samurai Sisters, and it is just super weeaboo. And so, I told the world that if it reached 100,000 views, I would make a live action video of it. And it has surpassed 100,000 views. It has already surpassed it for quite some time. So I need to make this live action video to live up to my word, and I really do want to make it happen, but I just need to sit down and plan it. However, I did make some progress. I did stumble upon a videographer that lives not even close to me, but they are someone that I think would be really good for this, so I actually have a good idea of someone that can help me record this. So all I have to do next is just create an idea, a plan for this video. Then I'm going to ask the videographer what kind of rate they would like, and then I'm going to set up a Kickstarter so people can help me fund this, because I'm not putting my own money into this. You all want this. You're gonna help pay for this, alright? Next assumption is, you are super sweet. That is a great assumption. I'm pretty surprised I did not get any really much hate mail with all of this. I usually look out when it comes to anonymous messaging. I don't really get hate mail, which I guess is awesome. I'm pretty thankful for that. So, this is a great assumption, but I don't know if it's necessarily true. I think I am a pretty sweet person, but I don't know. What I think of as sweet is someone that is they always talk very calm, and they're just very patient, and they're just very, soft and sweet. I'm not like that at all. I feel I'm very very oh my god, I don't even know, just this. I'm very not that I'm a very stressed out person, but I just feel very just hardcore and passionate about a lot of things. It just doesn't really come off as sweet. And I don't know, but I'm a very thoughtful person. I'm someone that I'm very much into like making sure everyone is included. Like if I'm hosting some sort of like social gathering, if I have friends that don't know each other meeting together for the first time, I'm gonna make sure that everyone is included on this conversation, because I hate it when I'm with people and I don't know who these people are and no one's introducing me to them. That is so rude. I cannot stand that. And it's like, I can like, hey, by the way, I'm Bob, and then they're like, oh, hey, Bob, and then they keep like talking about this inside joke that I don't understand. It's just like, why are you making me feel so left out? I hate that. That is rude. Stop doing that. Anyways, I make sure that doesn't happen with people because I hate it. So I guess that's a pretty sweet thing, but the way that I explained it definitely was not sweet. And I do really like holding on to memories, and I'm a very sentimental person. Like, if there's a friend, like, I'll be like, oh my god, can you remember that time when we did this and that and all that? And it's like, I remember things extremely well, so I'm always like reminiscing on things, and I guess that's a thoughtful, sweet thing. But I don't know. I really can't say like if I'm a sweet person or not, because people could be like, oh my god, no she's not. Or people would be like, oh my god, yes she is. So leave that up to the world to decide the answer for that one. I kind of assume you can't cook. LOL. I mean, I don't mean that in a mean way, but you struck me as a bokeh character from an anime. I don't want to be offended by this question, because I can totally understand why you probably think I am like that. If you don't know what that means, a bokeh character is like, bokeh is like, I don't know, it's just like a character trope in anime. And basically it's like someone that's like kind of ditzy, I guess you could say. Whatever. You can Google it. So, you're not wrong. I don't really know the ins and outs of the kitchen world, but I absolutely have no interest in knowing the ins and outs of the kitchen world. Therefore, if I don't have an interest in something, I'm not gonna like take time to learn how to do it. I feel like if I needed to roast chicken off the top of my head, no, I'm not really gonna know how to do that. I mean, yeah, you just put it in there at a certain degree, temperature thing, but like I can Google the instructions and just follow it. We have technology. But we'll just say true, like let's just go with it. Fine, maybe I don't know how to cook, but doesn't mean I can't learn. You never hooked up or one night stand. So I like this because it makes me seem like I'm pure and like kind of innocent, but it also makes it seem like, oh my god, am I really pure and innocent in the eyes of people? And the unfortunate truth is that, yes, this is true. I've never like met someone and like went all the way downtown and then like around the corner with a person. Probably because I talk like that. Next is, you have embarrassingly confessed to a crush. This is surprisingly false. I've never actually embarrassingly confessed to someone head on. I have had storytime videos where I have like had dealt with an anonymous situation. And I have had things where I have like really just like obsessively had a crush on someone, but I never actually told them about it. You have slapped someone in the face. I love that this is the assumption. I love that the assumption is that I have actually slapped someone in the face. Love it. Unfortunately, it's not the case. If I was mad at someone and wanted to inflict physical harm on them, I would not slap them. I would probably, like, do something else. I don't know what that would be, but I feel like slapping is just, like, it's very dramatic. It's very anime. It's very Asian drama. But I wouldn't actually do that. And I know that's probably, like, the thing I would go for. Like, what would a person in an Asian drama or an anime do? Like, you know that's probably how my brain probably works, but it's not. So, when I have been mad at someone, I've never actually tried to be physical with them anyways. I don't know. And if someone came on to me and I was, like, not about it, I don't even know. I think I'd probably push them or something. I don't even know. But I wouldn't go for a slap. And I have never slapped anyone, so false assumption. You have practiced kissing the back of your hand. Who hasn't done that? Yes, I have practiced kissing the back of my hand. And honestly, who hasn't done that? You know, when you're ronery and you want to prepare for when the next thing happens. I mean, who are you gonna practice with? Like, your family members? No! That's weird. You're gonna practice it with the back of your hand, a consenting individual. It's yourself. It's okay. True. As next assumption, you have yelled at your mom. Wow, we getting... At first I thought the assumption was that I was sweet. Now I'm slapping people, kissing the back of my hand, and now yelling at my mom. Yes, I have yelled at my mom. I mean, I have gotten in arguments with my mom and we've yelled. That's not very Asian, I guess one would say, but, Yes, I have. Because sometimes parents just like, they just don't get certain things, and you just get heated and you start yelling at each other. I'm not a bad person, I swear. You dislike a lot of people in the idol community more than you like to say. Saucy! I've been hoping for a question like this. Or assumption. These aren't questions, these are assumptions. If you don't know what this is talking about, there is a bit of a community here of like people that take part in covering stuff from Japanese idol music and from like idol anime. So I'm involved in that community because I do like cover performances, and you can check them out on this channel here. So not this channel, but like the channel linked here, youtube.com/cherry_JPN. This is gonna make me sound probably mean, but I'm gonna say the word that people don't like to say, and that is, it's not that I don't like the people, but there's just a lot of things that I think is a little bit cringe. I'm sorry, I'm saying the C word, cringe. There's just quite a few things that I think is honestly kind of cringe, and I don't like it. It's not to say that things can't improve or can get better over time. I think it will, and I'm not gonna ever deter someone from doing something. But there are quite a few things in there that I think is just straight up cringe, so I don't like it. That's the answer. And another thing is that I oftentimes find whenever there's like a discussion that pops up about when there is some sort of Western media that does cover the topic of Japanese idols, and they always tend to focus on the fact that a lot of the fans are like older men and a lot of the performers are like younger girls. They do tend to focus on that, and when a lot of idol fans read that, they tend to get like really offended, and they don't want to like agree with the Western publication talking about the topic. And while I do agree that Western media does tend to like sensationalize Japan being this weird place, but Japan does have an issue with sexism and misogyny, and it definitely does take place in the idol world, and there definitely are idol fans that are pedophiles and they're into a little girl fetish. That is totally a thing that happens in this genre, and I feel like people don't want to acknowledge that that is actually a thing, because it is a very hard thing to acknowledge when something that you like does have problematic tendencies. Now, I'm not saying that all idol fans are like this, that all idol groups have this type of issue with the fans being like this very high on balance, but it's a thing that happens, and I feel like whenever these discussions pop up, people just want to brush it under the rug, be like, not all idol groups, not all idol fans, which I know I just said, but it's like, it's one thing to acknowledge while also saying that, whereas just trying to not talk about it because it is a problem. Like, there definitely is a lot of like just issues that I think go on there, downright human rights issues. And I still really like this genre because I genuinely like the music. I think it makes me really happy. I love seeing the performers. They're just very inspiring to me, and I love the genre a lot. But I definitely know that it has its problems, and I think that by being a fan that is both woke and also inside the fan base, like, I think that's where change can happen. I'm all the way here in America, that's all the way in Japan. I don't know how much my opinion can make on things, but hey, I definitely think that it's something that should not be brushed under the rug. So that is a thing that I have with some people in the communities, that people don't want to talk about that, or they want to think of it as like, oh my gosh, these people don't understand Japanese culture. And like, it's true, Japanese culture is very, very different. I mean, there is a reasoning why there are a bunch of like grown men that are watching these young performers. A lot of it is probably due to the fact that Japan's economy is not the best it's ever been, so people are stressed out, and they feel like that by looking at younger people perform and doing entertainment, it makes them like think back to the days when things were easier, it makes build up their manlyhood, like all this types of stuff that the economy would probably help people do. Girl, there's a lot happening, so basically there's that. But my point is, I hate it when people don't want to talk about this issue, they don't want to admit that it's a real thing, and that bothers me. So that's my gripe. And then the final assumption is, you are not a religious person. Anon, you are correct. I am not a religious person. I just never really grew up with religion. My mom grew up really Catholic, and my dad grew up really, I don't know, Christian, but they never really passed that on to me. I know they were saying to me when I was little, like, well, we should put you in Sunday school, but it never happened. So I honestly don't really know anything about religion, like honestly. Like you ask me stuff about the Bible, I'm just like, huh? What? Hello? I do respect people that are religious. I'm not one of those people that's like, religion is stupid! Like, I actually think religion is a thing. Like, it's a thing that really helps people get through things, overcome things, and it's something that makes people happy, and I think that's great. I don't like it when people obviously like use their religion to spread hatred, and when they try to force it onto people, or if they kill people because they follow a certain religion. That's not cool. We need to respect people's choices. Hello. I would like to become a bit more spiritual, like just kind of like have a spiritual connection with my mind, body, and soul. I've been meaning to like look up information about that, but I haven't. I have not progressed anywhere in that field, so we're just kind of here. Thank you so much everyone for submitting your assumptions about me. Like I said, I'm pretty surprised that none of these were really mean, so thanks. I was really hoping that I would get some mean ones just to make the video a bit more interesting, but I am thankful nonetheless that I apparently don't have a lot of crazy haters out there. At least for now. So let me know in the comment section below if you were surprised with any of these answers that you had about me, and if you have any other assumptions that you might like to submit, you can submit them in the comment section and I'll see if I can respond. So thank you again so much for watching, and you'll see me in the next video. Fine, you decide to click on. Bye!